2013. This is 2K, and this is the Developers Journal for 2016, February 8th to February 12th. The February 8th update being the one I think I was most excited about for this week. It is the tag team and click incidents, where groups backstage based on relationships can get into trouble together. And I think the most important part of this is if there's one major bad influence dragging his buddies into trouble they otherwise wouldn't be involved in. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to deal with certain bad eggs. You can't just have someone and then surround them with good people and kind of muffle their negative effects, as they could start dragging the good people down with them. I really do think that this is going to add a lot more to the game than people realize, with making the backstage stuff exceptionally more difficult. Two short ones on February 9th, just additional breakdowns of Canada and Europe. You can read about it on the screen. The more breakdowns, the better, as you'll see in a little bit. With generic venues. The generic venues is a very, very good addition, where no longer do you have to pick a specific venue. You could just say that you were working in Scotland rather than working in Glasgow City. Oh, I didn't say that right at all. You could say you were working in New England rather than saying you were working the XL Center in Hartford, New England. So you can still use the named venues, especially if they're hotbeds. I think a hotbed system will still be in existence in the game, but it's going to be easier on the mod makers, which is great. It's going to make it more specific how many people you were able to get in there, which is great, because usually arenas are filled up for what they can hold. So they'll, like if TNA rents something out that's bigger than what they can seat, they'll tape off the upper decks, for example. And, it really doesn't add too much to the game, picking which venue. And also, the venue hiring cost is no longer done in tiers, so you pay exactly for what you use. A little less realistic, but it adds to the game, so I enjoy it, and it makes the game a little easier. The February 11th one, let's go with the backstage influence guide first. It helps players by letting you know when you're hiring someone what they're going to do to your backstage right on the same screen. Very good addition. Very small addition, but very good addition. And then pregnancy, obviously something that should have been in the game a while back. But if you're going to have female workers, then they should probably get pregnant. It's just something that actually happens in the real wrestling world. So this is the one that probably got the most attention. Body types. As you can see, there's the 8 body types here: average, skinny, toned, muscular, ripped, flabby, bulky, and obese. And you're going to have workers who I believe are still in their size category, so you're still going to have a light heavyweight, but now you get to choose if they're a skinny light heavyweight for like a tall skinny guy, a muscular light heavyweight, or a flabby light heavyweight. And that's going to determine stats, and it's also going to determine just exactly what they can do, maybe also some habits, and perhaps, like, for example, if you're ripped, you could be juicing, as it says here. If you're flabby, you could be lazy. Just type of things that can add to it. And I think the way that at least the way I read this, the way the body types will change over time is based on the personality matrix that debuted in 2013 and had a big impact on that game. And the last one is Immortal tag teams, meaning the Hall of Mortals can now hold tag teams. Good stuff all around. That's all we got for this week. I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.